Well, hello, Labas and Achu. Thank you. I'd like to answer some questions. I've got an awful lot of comment, and just found out that there's a little section in YouTube where there are some comments that I didn't see. I responded to as many as I could, but there were a tremendous amount of comments, way too many to answer individually, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to address it, to tell you, thank you, Achu, Mieli Zirove, dear viewers. Some questions that came up, and I will try to address it in this format here. The question was about prehistoric Lithuanian history, and I want to let you know that the people that first settled in the territory of Lithuania after the last glacial period in about the 10th millennium BC, that's 10,000 BC, over a millennium, the Proto-Indo-Europeans who arrived in the 3rd and 2nd millennium, that's like 4,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, mixed with the local population and formed various Baltic tribes. Now, the language, the Lithuanian language, developed from Pi. No one knows what Proto-Indo-European language was like, but there was like a commonality of many languages, and one common aspect of it was with ancient Sanskrit, classical Sanskrit. There are some words in classical Sanskrit that sound very much like Lithuanian words. So that'll give you a little bit of that. The question about Lithuanian history, let me answer it in this way. By the end of the 14th century, Lithuania was one of the largest countries in Europe and included present-day Belarus, Ukraine, and parts of Poland and Russia. The ruling elite practiced religious tolerance and borrowed Chancery Slavonic language as an auxiliary language to the Latin of the official documents. Latin was used as the language of communication, writing, etc. Because Lithuania, at that point in time, was not a written language. It didn't become a written language until much later. However, it was a spoken language for thousands and thousands of years. The ruling elite practiced religious tolerance and borrowed Chancery Slavonic language as an auxiliary language that I mentioned. In 1385, the Grand Duke Jogaila accepted Poland's offer to become King of Poland. So a Lithuanian Duke became Poland's king. Isn't that interesting? After 2 civil wars, Vytautas the Great became the Grand Duke of Lithuania in 1392. During his reign, Lithuania reached the peak of its territorial expansion and centralization of the state, which began at that point, and the Lithuanian nobility became increasingly prominent in state politics. Thanks to the close cooperation, the armies of Lithuania and Poland under Vytautas the Great achieved a great victory over the Teutonic Knights in 1410 at the Battle of Grunwald. This was the largest battle of medieval Europe. It was huge. And later the dynasty, the Jogailan dynasty, formed. And it was Lithuanian Jogailaičiai who were the rulers from the House of Gediminas dynasty that reigned in Central European countries. Many people don't know this. Present-day Lithuania, Belarus, Poland, Ukraine, Latvia, Estonia, parts of Russia, including nowadays Kaliningrad Oblast, Hungary, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and that was between the 14th and the 16th century. Members of the dynasty were Grand Dukes of Lithuania, 1377 to 1392, and 1440 to 1572. Kings of Poland from 1386 to 1572. Kings of Hungary from 1440 to 1444 and 1490 to 1526. And Kings of Bohemia, 1471 to 1526. All Lithuanian, seldom mentioned in history that I recall when I was learning medieval history. For instance, Vladis, King of Bohemia and Hungary, John Albert, King of Poland, Alexander, Grand Duke of Lithuania, 1592 to 1526. And don't forget, Vytautas the Great, formed the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. So I hope this gives you a little bit of an answer to the numerous questions that I had, and you should be proud of your history. If you're not Lithuanian, don't be in despair. This is to clarify some of the facts that haven't been told. And I'm sorry if I hurt someone's feelings and you feel different, but these are not my feelings. These are historical facts that are coming out. So, hope this helps, and I thank you for the huge amount of videos that you have watched. We are trying to do our best. Mes bandom geriausia padaryti kaip tik galim, kad jūs matytumėt, kaip mes mylim Lietuvą. And to show you how much I love Lithuania. Aš gimiau Lietuvoj, Kaune. I was born in Lithuania, in Kaunas, and I speak Lithuanian. Ir aš kalbu lietuviškai. Ne kaip jūs, lietuviai, Lietuvoj, truputį blogiau, bet bandau. I don't speak Lithuanian as good as Lithuanians in Lithuania, but I speak pretty well. And to clarify another fact that people didn't know, did you know that Brazil has the largest population of Lithuanians outside of Lithuania, even larger than the United States? Yes, descendants of Lithuanians live mostly in the Sao Paulo area. So David Paskevicius, he's from Sao Paulo. Isn't that a proud thing to know? And I will post these on my blog, raymondbalta.blogspot.com, and also on Twitter and also on Facebook, Raymond Balta, B-A-L-T-A. And visit our website, thelithuanians.com. One word, The Lithuanians, T to S, thelithuanians.com. There you'll see what kind of work we've done to promote Lithuania and also to promote the Lithuanian language. And those that seek to know more about Lithuania, come to the website. It's grown quite a substantial. We've had well over 4 or 5 million hits since this particular website was created in 2004, but the first website started in 2001, and we kept expanding it. So I think we'll use mostly this format. We'll keep adding to it. So visit thelithuanians.com and browse around and learn a few things. There's a radio program. We do a program once a week featuring Lithuanian entertainers. We have a lot of videos on there. And, of course, you that follow me on YouTube realize that there are as of this video here, there's 197 videos on YouTube. So, until we meet again, I hope I answered your questions. Iki pasimatymo, from the Lithuanian's voice, Lietuvių balsas. Until next time, iki.